This program on the history of Madison homes is presented by the Madison Historical Society, located at 126 West Main Street. We are open on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Early settlers in our area initially lived in log huts until they could build permanent houses, typically resembling the styles they were familiar with. Let's explore some of Madison's historic homes to appreciate the variety of architectural styles in our region. Many homes here exemplify the Georgian style, known for its proportional and formal yet comfortable design. The Gothic Revival homes, characterized by their strong romantic features such as gables and wall dormers, offer a striking contrast. The Italianate style, emphasizing mass and solidity, also contributes significantly to Madison's architectural heritage. Let's begin our exploration. Owned by Cyrus Ingersoll, this house was built around 1857 in the Western Reserve style. It features 8-inch thick exterior walls and 8x8 chestnut beams. Like many early homes, horsehair was used in the plaster walls for strength and flexibility. Cyrus, a farmer, married Ellen Wood, sister of Elijah Wood, owner of the local tannery. He purchased half an acre for $150. Sadly, Cyrus passed away suddenly at the age of 37, leaving Ellen to sell the house for $1,800 and relocate to River Street. Originally built by George Lyman around 1865, this house later became the parsonage for Central Congregational Church until 1923. Reflecting the Italianate style, it boasts wide front doors, known as burial doors, tall front windows, and decorative eyebrow ornamentation above the windows. Elaborate dentils adorn the eaves, and the transom over the door not only provides lights, but also facilitates airflow. Small windows on the third floor illuminated rooms under the mansard roof, offering tax savings for the owners by not being classified as full windows. Constructed around 1840 by Edwin Ware, the Georgian colonial homes was designed for comfort and spacious living. It was purchased by George Lyman in 1858, who later served as the village's second mayor after its incorporation in 1867. Built around 1825 by Addison Kimball for himself and his wife Samantha, this house exemplifies the Federal style, known for its balance and symmetry. Addison Kimball trained as a carpenter, served as a superintendent for the Lakeshore Railroad, overseeing the constructions of depots and roundhouses. The Kimball family owned this home for 135 years, showcasing their commitment to its upkeep and preservation. These are additional homes constructed by Addison Kimball. Notice the similarities: a transom, tall windows, side windows called lights beside the doors were commonly used. Constructed in 1868 by James Dayton using his Civil War mustering out pay, this Italianate-style house features a mansard roof that accommodates a full third floor, once used as a ballroom. Notable features include, again, the wide doors, a transom, tall windows with 3-tiered shutters, drip moldings, dentils in the eaves, and an entrance balcony. This house, a rare example of stick-style architecture in the village, predates 1880. It is distinguished by ornate trim work, vertical band siding, a gabled roofline with dormered windows, and interior curved walls on the first floor. Abel Kimball required 2 years to build this stately home about 1868, using timber taken from the surrounding lands owned by the Kimballs. Once again, the use of wide doors, floor-length windows, elaborate dentils in the eaves, and small windows, offering a tax savings. The cupola on the roof allowed Kimball to watch the comings and goings of vessels on Lake Erie. 5 generations of Kimball lived on this property until 1977. This is a picture of the staircase in the front hall. Built around 1860 in the Italianate style, on 200 acres known as Evergreen, this house includes a 2-story tower, wide doors, a transom, eyebrow windows, dentils, and floor-length windows. It became the home of Francis Ensign Fuller, a prominent figure who organized Ohio's Christian Temperance Union and served as its president from 1907 to 1912, earning admiration and respect from her peers. This is an interior picture of the front staircase, and this is a photo of Ms. Fuller. This is a photograph of the Winans home in 1880s. This is the home today. The rear portion of this home was built in 1830 by Addison Kimball and was originally located on West Main Street. It was moved to its present site in 1870 by the senior Dr. Winans, and in 1876 he built the major portion of the house around the rear portion. It is an excellent example of Victorian Italianate and East Lake architecture. The house still has some of its original wallpaper, including a small piece of the same blue brocade that is found in the Blue Room of the White House. A ballroom was located on the left side of the second floor, although it has been redone into bedrooms. The front door has special glass that allows the occupants to see who is at the door, but does not allow the visitors to see inside. Note the porte-cochere, which allows visitors to leave their conveyance and step onto the porch in inclement weather. This is a photo of the second Dr. and Mrs. Winans on their 50th anniversary. They met while attending and graduating from the Village High School in 1883. This home was built around 1842 on Main Street, right next door to the bank, but was moved to its present site in 1919. While still on Main Street, mail carriers traveling on horseback stopped and sorted the mail there. On January 2, 1857, Frederick Opper was born there. He was one of 10 children born to the Oppers. He only attended school until the age of 14, and then he went to work at various jobs in the village, including at the Madison newspaper. At the age of 16, he went to New York City, and at the age of 23 went to work for the American Comic Weekly. In 1899, he began his 32-year career with Hearst Publications, where he developed the Happy Hooligans comic strip. As Happy would say, "I give yous my word." The only stone house in Madison, this house was built in 1870. It was built from white sandstone quarried in Thompson and brought here by horse wagon. This home has 14-inch thick walls covered with horsehair plaster. Constructed in 1863 for David and Elsamina Smead, this home originally sat on a farm with 120 acres. The foundation stones were sourced from the land, and the bricks were made at Tilden Hollow Brick Works. Unusually, the window caps are cast iron. Named Potato Hill, the house boasted 14 rooms and was a significant establishment in the community. Later renamed Sarin by Mrs. Herman, meaning fallen rain after sunset from a sky with no visible clouds, the house remained in the family until 1957. David Smead, a pivotal figure establishing the local basket factory, while their children pursued careers in medicine, education, and public service. This is a postcard depicting the George Hopper estate in the early 1900s. This is the home today. Built by George Hopper as a summer home, he started a cooperage business transporting oil for J.D. Rockefeller. The Italian Romanesque villa has 2.5-story tower that is peaked with an ornate dentil trim. The tiny windows indicate the presence of a third floor, made possible by a hipped roof, and there are baths on both sides. The estate extended from the tracks to the lake, from County Line Road to near Arcola Road. He had his own race course for horses, his own golf course, a private railroad siding for visitors, and a summer cottage at the end of County Line Road. This summer residence, called Broadfield, was a wedding present for his daughter, Jennifer, and her husband, Frederick Nichols. This summer residence was a wedding present to his daughter, Florence, and her husband, Winchester Finch. A wing to the east was eventually moved and turned into a home for Mrs. Hopper's chauffeur. By the way, Mr. Hopper increased his wealth working for Standard Oil Company. We hope you have enjoyed this presentation and will visit our History Center located at 126 West Main on a Wednesday or a Thursday from 11 to 4 o'clock.